Good morning. We've got Cooper, the shop dog, out here with us today. We're working on this 36 Ford for my buddy Rudy. We're going to go ahead and get the 700R put in. There was a problem that I found when we took the trans out. One, the trans was smoked. It had been leaking and wasn't paying attention, and it just burnt the inside of the transmission up. So we've got that all taken care of, but the tail shaft of the transmission, where you would have a rubber trans mount, there was only a block of wood placed under it with no bolts. So we got a nice 700R trans mount. We'll have to drill a couple holes in the center plate to make sure that's all set up right. But all in all, it should be a pretty easy install. The floor is kind of cut out on this right now, so it's easy to access bell housing bolts and everything, so it made this job a lot easier. But we're going to go ahead and get started on that right now. This is a brand new stall converter here, because that was full of bad debris, but we've got a brand new one in there. This is all set to go. We've got to mount the shift linkage up to this, the shifter bracket to the trans housing. So we'll get that bolted up, then we should be able to put it on the jack and slide it in there. We're going to have some help from Cooper today. He's going to run the jack. Cooper and I finished up Rudy's green truck yesterday. Upon finishing it up, putting the drive shaft in, I noticed that the drive shaft is actually too long for it. So there isn't going to be a test drive for this video. He is looking to save up a little bit more money, and so it's drivable right now. He's going to come pick that up later. I'm about 5 quarts low on trans fluid right now. I only had a gallon here, so he's bringing another one of those. We'll toss that in there, but as far as everything else, it all went smooth, and he should be cruising here pretty soon. There's just a couple minor things that he needs to address before driving it on the street. But that will be out of here. He can finish those things up. I'll have him send some videos or something once he's driving it. But we're gonna move on to the Z28 for my friend Emily and Dylan here. We got a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system we're gonna be building for that. All V-bands, stainless steel hangers, and electronic cutouts. That was a little startup video so you could hear what this sounds like before. It's got a 388 in it that sounds very healthy. So upgrading to a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system and the muffler, I'll show you the difference between the two that she's going with. But it's going to sound pretty good here with the electronic cutout stumping right out the side or back through the muffler. So as you can see for this Z28 here, we have got the full stainless 3-inch exhaust system all tacked together with the electronic cutouts and the carbon fiber tips that Emily wanted on here. She wanted them at that angle specifically, so we've got them exactly how she likes it. I sent her some pictures, she's happy with it. She said take it off and we're going to get it welded up here. We're going to use the Prime Weld 325X, which is their biggest, baddest TIG machine. I've used it in a couple other episodes when I did my wheel wells and things like that. I absolutely love the machine, so we're going to get into that. Maybe I'll show you a little bit more about that in a second, but we got a lot of welding to do. I just finished up the Z28's stainless steel exhaust system. We wired in the electronic cutouts, so those are working now too. We're going to go ahead and do the first fire up here. We've got the cutouts closed, so we'll run it through the mufflers that are not so there. They're straight through, so this thing's going to be pretty loud, I'm thinking, but that's the way we like it. There we have it, folks. Emily's Z28 is done. We've got Rudy's 36 Ford truck out of here with the new transmission in it. He's got some other things he's got to do to it before it's really street ready, but he's addressing those at his house, and then he'll be able to rip that around. Maybe when Dylan and Emily pick this up, they'll do a burnout for us. I could maybe toss that in the video, but they're coming to pick this up tomorrow. I think it turned out really good. It sounds great. I actually bumped the idle up just a little bit because it was about to stall out when it was sitting there for those videos, so I just turned it not even a quarter turn just to get that up about 150 RPM. It was just super low, so got it idling good. The cutouts are pretty cool. They're cheaper ones that she was able to find online versus buying like a real expensive name brand one. They seem to seal up really good, and they've got a little controller where you can actually control it out of the vehicle, which is kind of cool. All the cutouts I've ever ran just have like a rocker switch inside the cab. So to be able to switch it out when you're standing outside the car is kind of cool. But that is it for this week. We have a hoist in the trailer outside, so that's a new upgrade we're getting for Loud and Ugly Garage here. I've got to cut the floor out, do some footings so that we can get the proper thickness concrete to put the hoist in, and then we're going to be pretty much fully operational here. So if you guys are looking to get a little bit of work done, reach out to me in the comments or on Facebook, whatever, and maybe we can get your car in here and do some work on it.